Welcome to We Are Water, a podcast by Beaver Watershed Alliance. I'm your host, Carrie Byron. This month we welcome Kurtis Cecil, an associate professor in the Life Sciences Department at Northwest Arkansas Community College. Kurtis is also the chair of the Habitat Committee with the Ozark Prairie Quail Forever chapter, and has been instrumental in getting the Ozark Prairie Prescribed Burn Association off the ground this winter. We talk about how to choose the appropriate season for prescribed burning based on your conservation goals, and the hurdles landowners face when wanting to burn their property. Listen in to find out how you can join the recently formed Prescribed Burn Association and learn more at an upcoming training opportunity.
Biodiversity in it. So that's why I really like prescribed burning is to promote native species.
Okay, so it sounds like this is a great thing for people to be doing on their property. What are the typical hurdles that landowners are facing when they're deciding whether or not they should burn? Why don't we see this more often?
Right. Well, private landowners are kind of the things that concern them about it are cost, for one thing. It can be expensive if you contract it out, and the costs vary widely for, every specific burn. So the costs, the expertise, landowners don't feel they have the expertise to do a burn by themselves. They're not confident in that. And lack of help, lack of labor to help them do it. One landowner can't do it by themselves. They need some trained people to help them when they do it. So I think those are the three big hurdles.
So is that part of the reason that you formed this new association? I guess tell us about the goal of the Ozark Prairie Prescribed Burn Association and why you decided to form the group.
Right. Well, the idea for it was hatched in our local chapter of the Ozark Prairie Quail Forever. And I'm the habitat chair of that. And we were thinking about what we can do to the most benefit of Northwest Arkansas's grassland birds like quails, which we are really concerned about, but it's all the grassland birds and it's the whole ecosystem in general. Quail Forever is a habitat organization, and so we knew that prescribed burning is one of the most cost-effective management tools. So that's where the idea came from, and the goals are to train the members of this association so that they know how to burn. They've got the training to share equipment and labor. Quail Forever is going to provide a trailer with equipment and game and fish. Arkansas Game and Fish will help provide equipment and some others possibly. And so share labor and equipment and promote the use of prescribed fire, throughout the community. And hopefully we can assist the other organizations like Game and Fish and the Forestry Commission to help be a source of labor if they need some volunteer help on some of their prescribed burns that they do.
Okay, so you train a group of people, and then you help somebody burn their property, and then you kind of move to the next next landowner, and everybody helps them burn, and you share all the resources and the labor and the knowledge, and so like a community effort of prescribed burning.
Right. It's just a group of people helping each other to get trained, and I don't do the training. It's Arkansas Game and Fish Commission does the training, which we'll talk about later, I think. And then the way it will work, the association has officers and a board, and we will have elections, and we will vote on issues and things like that. But the member landowners that are part of the association, they'll have requirements to set up a burn plan, and then the board of the association will review it, and we will also review that with our consulting advisors. An important aspect of this association is that we have consulting advisors who are burn professionals in the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, for example, or the Forestry Commission, who will help us help lend their technical expertise. So we will have burn plans submitted by the landowners, and then the landowners will get on a schedule. Once they have an approved burn plan, we'll have a schedule, and this association is going to handle logistics of getting equipment and manpower out to help them burn. And so that's how it will work. And I anticipate that the demand for this may be even larger than we have manpower for, but the association seems to be a popular idea, and we are getting new members pretty rapidly.
Yeah, it's certainly been a hot topic around the Alliance with our staff and with our landowners as well. So we're really looking forward to it getting off the ground. It sounds like you are interested in having people of all skill levels involved, whether you're a professional or you're a beginner or something in between. Is there anybody in particular who you think should join?
Well, landowners would be great, and anyone who's interested in learning about prescribed burns and wants to volunteer is great. It would be really great to have more people who are, for example, retired professionals that worked in the field and have a lot of training in prescribed burns, actually conducting them. We have some of those people in the association now. That kind of person is great. But there are ways to participate and be a member of the association without actually going out on the fire lines, because it can be a physically demanding job to conduct prescribed burns, but there are other things that people can do to be a part of it. And another thing, for example, the association will help with equipment such as we will need ATVs and UTVs when we conduct burns, and so we'll share that equipment too. So if you have equipment, for example, but you're not physically able to help with the burn, that's another way to participate.